Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going through yet another Black Friday purchase of mine. I've seen ads for Lurella all over my Facebook and Instagram, especially when they were doing their mystery boxes, which I don't believe that they are doing anymore, but they have been popping up. And I had seen that they launched a holiday collection. So I picked up two of their palettes. I picked up the 'Tis the Season palette and the Winter Wishes palette. And then I wanted to try their eyeliner formula because it's a brush tip and it looked really nice. I am set on black eyeliners, so I picked up their white eyeliner to do something a little bit more wintry and a little bit different, and just to see how this formula works. So I picked this up, and then to my surprise, when I got my order, they had actually sent me one of their mini sizes of their liquid eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Evergreen, and it is the perfect green kind of golden flecked liquid eyeshadow. So I was very happy to get this as an added surprise, because I think their full sizes run maybe like $10, something like that. So to get something like this as an add-on to your order, that's really cool of them to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the palettes. I have not swatched anything yet. Taking a look at the 'Tis the Season palette. It's a beautiful red themed palette. It's got a couple pops of like peach, a brown color, and this really pretty kind of silver white ice shimmer shade in the center here. And the Winter Wishes is this beautiful blue, and it is blue themed on the inside. And again, it's got just a bunch of different cool toned blues. There's kind of like this blue ice color here. This shade looks similar to that icy shade in the 'Tis the Season palette. And then there's a nice little brown transition shade over here. I'm going to be creating two looks in this video, one using the 'Tis the Season and then one using the Winter Wishes. So the first look I'm going to do is with this red toned palette, and I'm probably going to play around with this green as well. So let me go ahead and blank up my face and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and swatched the entire palette. They swatched really well, and they're very pigmented. I didn't have to really build up the color to get it to this strength. The formula is a little bit drier than I'm used to. I tend to prefer more creamier shimmers, and these had a little bit of a grit to them, but there's not big chunks of glitter in it. So I think we're gonna be fine. But yeah, these are beautiful colors. I really like this ice color. This is called Sparkle. And then this kind of shimmery red down here as well. That is called Candy Cane. My eyes are already primed. So let's get to playing with color. Like I said, I want to play around with this as well with this palette, because I feel like these two would be a really good combination together. So I'm going to start out using Peppermint, which is this matte red. And this is going to be a very bright look, I can already tell. I'm going to go in deeper in the crease here. I'm going to go in with Stocking, which is just a deeper matte, kind of like a burgundy red, just a deeper red color. Now I'm going to take the liquid eyeshadow, go all over the lid. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. Now all I'm doing is adding just a thin second coat just to brighten that up a little bit. Make it a little bit more opaque. So the mattes are a little bit powdery. Again, not necessarily a bad thing, but just kind of keep that in mind. That you probably are going to have just a little bit of fallout with matte. While that is drying, I am going to take that center sparkle color and I'm going to put that on the inner corners. The liquid eyeshadow has dried down, and since I did that second layer, I think this is going to be one of those formulas that you need to do thin layers on because I am starting to see a little bit of cracking. It's not too terrible yet, but I have a feeling if I wore this makeup the rest of the day, it's gonna crack on me. So I think one layer would have been sufficient, but I wanted to try and build up the color. So going into the outer corners here, I'm gonna take this Santa Baby. It is a shimmer red. We're gonna see if this is gonna pick up with a brush or not. Try a stubby brush. For the bottom lash, I think I want to go in with this brown here, which is called Jolly. Let's go ahead and do eyeliner real quick. I'm just going to use my Epic ink liner. Okay, so I am going to quickly do my face and I will be right back. So this is the final look. First impressions of this first palette. All of these shadows are very pigmented. They blend very easily. The sparkle center shade is absolutely gorgeous. It is the perfect highlight color. It's white and icy and just adds just a touch to that corner eye. The liquid eyeshadow, I think what I would end up doing with this is maybe cutting the crease with concealer or like a really white base color and then putting this over it, because I put 2 coats on this and I think this is going to end up cracking. I do see a little bit of cracking on the inner corner of my eyes, and you can kind of see as I blink it's kind of adding a lot of texture. It's a beautiful color though, so I think that would work, doing a thin layer versus trying to do 2 thick layers of this. So far so good. Very happy with this first palette. So let's go ahead and start playing with the second palette, doing look number 2. So here are the swatches of the second palette. These are all very pretty blues. There's a lot of pastels in here. You've got 3 matte pastel blues. You've got 2 kind of highlighter shades. This one is this bottom one right here, which is super icy, super pigmented, whereas this top one right here called Icicle is more of a topper. And then you've got this deep navy blue and then 2 very pretty shimmer shades as well. So there it is again. I'm definitely excited to play around with this one. So let me take off what I did and I will be right back. I'm going to start out by using this. I'm sorry, my kid is yelling in the background. It's just making me smile. This cozy color I'm gonna do all over the upper lid. So I feel like this is gonna need a little bit of warmth. And next I'm gonna go in with a Secret Santa right here, and I'm going to put that in the crease and up a little bit. We're going to take a slightly smaller brush and we are going to go in with Slay, and we're going to keep deepening that crease. feel like this color looks darker in the pan than it is coming across on the eye. Next, I'm going to take Frosty right here, and I'm going to go on the inner half of my eye. I'm going to try using my finger. All right, now I am going to go in with Blizzard here. And I think I'm just going to use my finger for that one as well. And I'm going to go on the outer half of my eye. And with this color, I'm really having to dig into it to get any color to come up. And then I'm going to go back into that deep Soleil color, and I'm going to try and blend this all together. And with my big fluffy brush, I'm going to go back in with Cozy, and I'm just going to kind of buff out any harsh edges that I've got. Okay, for lower lash line, I'm just going to take Slay. I'm going to try and deepen up this corner just a little bit more. Let me go ahead and try this icicle, and I'm going to see if I can use that in the inner corner here. I'm trying to think. I think I want to try and use this. We're going to see if I can line my eyes with this white. We'll see how this goes. It's very pigmented. So we'll see if it actually shows up. Alright, so it's not really showing up on the inside of my eye, so I am going to try something and we're going to see if this is going to work. So I'm going to take my black liner and I'm going to just hug really tightly to my lid. I just kind of did like a little mini baby wing on top of the white liner that totally did not show up on the inner half of my eye. So let me go ahead and finish up lashes and my face, and I'll show you the final look. So this is the finished look with the Winter Wishes palette, and I also used the white eyeliner pen to do just a little snowflake on my cheek. Not my best work, but we'll take it. As far as formula on this one compared to the 'Tis the Season palette, I feel like this one is so pastel colored that a lot of them are not going to show up on my skin tone. And I had a lot of problems with this color right here, and it's so pretty too. It's such a shame. It's a duochrome. It shifts from like a purpley blue to like a green, and it just did not want to apply to my eye. I really had to dig into it with the brush to even get any kind of pigment, and it didn't want to pick up with my finger, which is usually my go-to if I struggle with a shimmer shade like that. It'll usually apply pretty decently with my finger, but it just didn't do anything. This blue right here, which is fairly dark in the pan, it didn't really build up to a strong color. I even layered it a couple times, and this is as dark as it got. It turned a little bit lighter of a blue than what I wanted it to be. I feel like there needs to be like a deep blue color in this palette to kind of round it out. And then this icicle color, like I said, this is a topper and it's very similar to this. This just wasn't my favorite as far as formulas. I definitely prefer the 'Tis the Season palette. I feel like those were very pigmented and very easy to blend versus this one. I'm not going to completely give up on this palette. I do think that this is a very beautiful look. It's just not my favorite formula and my favorite color story once I've actually seen it in person and swatched it. Both these palettes were very affordable. So I don't think you can go wrong if you do like these kind of colors on picking these up. I definitely feel like this company has a lot of potential, and I love that they came out with these holiday themed palettes. They also have more colors of these liquid eyeshadows on their website. In addition to a black liner, they have a white and a red. I'd be very curious to actually pick up the red and the black to see how they compare to my Epic ink liner, especially that black. Let me know what your favorite look was. Was it look number 1, the red toned look, or look number 2, this more frosty, AC, wintry look? Leave me a comment down below. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you are not already subscribed, please do so. Once I hit 100 subscribers, I am going to be doing my first giveaway. So we are very close. So share this video with your friends, anybody that's interested in makeup or makeup reviews or subscription boxes. Please share so we can get up to that 100 and do that giveaway. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.